Nothing contained in this video should be interpreted for medical and/or psychological diagnosis or treatment. It should not be used in place of the advice of your qualified mental health and/or healthcare provider. Please address any healthcare-related questions with a physician or other qualified allied healthcare provider promptly. Always consult your healthcare provider before embarking on a new treatment program. You should never disregard medical or psychological advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have seen on this channel.
Hey everyone, alright, so here's tonight's dinner. Tonight we're having some Sloppy Joes. The sauce smells amazing. Here is the Sloppy Joe sauce, and I made some rice for Salah. This is some fluffy, perfectly cooked rice infused with fragrant bay leaves. And we also have some buttered potato buns here for the Sloppy Joe. Salah will just have his on the side now. The potatoes are in the oven, but I'll show you those in the next slide. Alright, here's dinner. 2 Sloppy Joes, handful of pickles, and we have some Parmesan crusted roasted potatoes. Let's eat. Well, hello guys. Oh my goodness. I made Sloppy Joes. I've been craving Sloppy Joes forever. And I have some pickles, and I made some crispy potatoes. Parmesan potatoes. These are my first time making these, so let me give them a try. Now they're soft on the inside, very soft on the inside, and extra crunchy on the outside because I boiled them first and then baked them on 450 with some oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Parmesan. So the inside is like a mashed potato almost, and the outside is crunchy. Let's dig in. This is going to be sloppy and messy because it's a Sloppy Joe. Beauty bite. So I want to talk about something. I guess a lot of people will consider this a rage because anytime I address something, it's considered a rage. Here's the thing. I want to talk about people saying I'm cosplaying as a Muslim. And I'll tell you why you cannot say that. In Islam, we believe that only Allah can judge us because only Allah, God, knows the true intentions of someone. Only He knows what is in their heart, their intention, and their soul. We are not equipped as other humans to judge others on morality, especially since we all sin. That's why the classic biblical saying, because most of you watching me are Christian or probably not religious, let ye who is without sin cast the first stone. Maybe it is permissible for another brother or sister, meaning another following Muslim, more pious than myself, to educate or gently remind on certain practices or behaviors of a Muslim. Not some reaction channel, not some non-Muslim reaction channel, or a hater, or stranger. And when I say Allah knows my heart, because why would someone say I'm cosplaying? What behavior? Is it because I swear and rage back at people who try to hurt me, who try to dox my family, who come for me every day, and sometimes I've had enough and want to tell you to F off? Because I swear, at times I'm uncouth. I come from, that was my life for many, many years, okay? I was not raised a devout person with a lot of etiquette, all right? These are so good. So learning how to be a better person is not easy. And it can take years for people to develop a better character. Should I be setting a better example? Yeah. Should I be lashing out and swearing and acting in a certain way? No. I have trouble controlling myself a lot of the time, and I get defensive, and I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. But to say someone is cosplaying because you're judging them on how they're acting, I'm not talking against Islam. I'm not saying anything bad about the religion. Just because I have anger issues about being attacked all the time does not mean that I don't believe. I took the Shahada. I pray. You don't see what I do outside of the camera. I talk to Allah. I make dua. I'm a believer. I'm generous. So you can have the opinion that I'm not doing these things, but your opinion doesn't make anything a fact, especially without proof. Even if I'm outside and the call to prayer happens, you don't know if I'm making up the prayer later. So for a community of people to say these things is extremely wrong and immoral yourself. Do you guys do that to Christian people or from any other religion? Do you take a magnifying glass and pick apart every little thing? She's not pointing in the right direction when I actually was, but she's not praying in the right direction. She doesn't know the direction of the Kaaba. No, she's not talking about Ramadan. I said before Ramadan started, I'm not going to be doing religious videos. My channel's not about religion. I share my iftars. Sometimes I share my thoughts on what Islam has taught me. If we go out and do vlogs out of mosque or something like this that involves religion, sure, but Ramadan is a time for a personal reflection. It's not a time to share with the internet. And I did do some in the past, but this year, I'm not decorating or anything, so. But for people who sit there and be like, she didn't say Bismillah. Do you know that most of the time, you can say that in your heart? You could say that internally. You don't have to say it out loud. Just like prayer. But the reaction channels saying these things, accusatory things, are not Muslim. They don't know anything about Islam. But they need something to make me look bad, so they use my religion against me, which they think makes them a better person. I can't control what people say or think, so this is the last I'm going to talk about it. But to accuse someone of cosplaying when you don't know how they feel in their heart, you don't know what they do off camera, Why? Because I've had trouble with addictions, with smoking, cannabis. Even a Muslim who smokes cannabis is still a Muslim. Do you go around counting the sins of Christians on the internet? There's a lot of reaction channels who claim to be Christian and sit there and judge me for 5-6 hours. Judge not lest ye be judged. So you're not following the rules of your religion, but you hold me to a different standard. Why? Because I'm on the internet, so are you. I'm just saying, a sloppy joe is good when you get that orange sauce ring around your mouth. For the sauce, I took one package of ground beef. I don't know if it's a whole pound, but a little bit of ghee. Fried the beef in the tiny bit of ghee, and added some red pepper powder, salt, black pepper. I made a smoothie. I completely liquefied a green pepper, a small one, and a small onion, and I added that. I added tomato paste and then that sauce. I added some barbecue sauce as well, some water, and I let it simmer for a little bit. Voila! You have a very, very simple yet delicious sloppy joe recipe. So yeah, I need to hear it from people who are literally not even Muslims sitting there. She's not drinking with the right hand. That means she's not a real Muslim. Like, why you expect me to be a perfect Muslim is ridiculous to me, but you just need to worry about yourselves and how you're treating other people online, and that's about it. And that's why religion is personal to me, and also it's Muslim reverts do get judged a lot by different communities, and I prefer to just keep religion to myself for the most part. I just want to stick to my channel being about food and beezing. So maybe a vlog once in a while, sure, about religion, or I really want to go to the Grand Mosque, etc., etc. So, but other than that, I'm not going to sit here and be like, so I prayed at this time today, I did this today, and I made this dua today to God. That's not your business. No one's business. So that's it. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. And that's the lesson here. That's what I wanted to say. So I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I love sloppy joes. I've been craving them forever. I used to put ketchup and mustard instead I use barbecue sauce, but those potatoes, you need to cut your potatoes in large enough chunks, boil them first with some salt and water, and then they get all like with starchy potatoes. These were not starchy enough, but they get like fluffy a bit and they break down, and it's that like breakdown of the potato on the outside that is the crispy coating. It was good. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.